What's up, good people? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's been handling business. We back with another one, and I'm sad to say this is going to be the last episode of season one, but we will be back for season two once my season concludes. It's hard to make videos during the season because I'm 100% locked in on football with training, practicing, film studying, get my body right, and all that type of stuff, along with spending time with my daughters in my free time. I'm gonna be doing that. So with that being said, we will be back with a season two, like I just said, and it's gonna be better than season one. We're gonna have guests on. We're gonna have a better setup, so you don't want to miss season two. It's gonna be electric, trust me. But we're gonna finish off season one with a bang as well, with this last episode, and we're gonna discuss my biggest disappointments in football from high school to college to the professional ranks. I'm gonna give y'all my top three in each, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna talk about that, get in depth on that, and without further ado, let's get it started. Okay, we'll start with high school. Let's start with the third. My third biggest disappointment in high school was me not receiving a Power 5 Division I scholarship in high school, meaning Georgia, North Carolina State, all the big schools like that, Clemson, South Carolina, etc. I always thought I was going to go Division I out of high school in football. No doubt about it. I was good enough. I had the skills. My coaches told me I was good enough. They didn't show it. They said it to me privately, saying they'll be surprised if I'm not playing on Sundays. So, that was just gassing me up like most high school coaches do, I guess. But I know I had the ability, and I feel like deep down they know I had the ability. They just didn't want to do the extra effort to push me, give me the push. Plus, I went to a high school that I really shouldn't have probably went to. It really wasn't a football school. I love my high school. I support my high school. My high school don't really support me, even though I done accomplished a lot of great things, which is fine. I'm still going. I'm gonna make them feel me like I tell everybody. Until the wheels fall off, but that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, my high school really wasn't putting guys out for us, Division I guys. Nobody really went D1 during my 4 years in high school, scholarship. And I hurt myself, I would say, by not getting the type of grades I needed to go to. I probably could have walked on and earned a scholarship at a Division I school, but I had to go to a JUCO instead. So that's my third biggest disappointment, not getting a Division I Power 5 scholarship when I know I was good enough to get one. I was one of the best receivers at the time. I played DB now, but I was one of the best receivers at the time in the state. Trust me, I promise you I was, but out of sight, out of mind. Running downfield, open, not getting the ball, line not blocking, etc. It's just a team effort. You got to have the total team to be able to, have individual success. And I just didn't have that luck. But 1 out of 4 years in my high school career, which was my sophomore year, and we almost won state that year. Came up a little bit short, but still the best team in modern high school history, by the way. But that's another subject. But back to the task at hand, that's pretty much it. Me not getting a Division I scholarship. Number 2 would probably be me not winning the state championship in high school. I would say that's my number 2 biggest disappointment. I really thought we was gonna win state after my sophomore year. Really thought we was gonna win my sophomore year. But my junior year, I really thought we was gonna win state. We had the talent. Was ranked 10 coming in the preseason in the state. We had the whole team back just about from the team that just almost won state the year before. I really wanted to make that type of history because, you know, that history lasts forever, you know. Everybody respects the state champion, you know. Bring you back, celebrate you, do all the good things, you know. And then, you know, it'd have been something that me and my teammates, my friends, we could have had forever, you know. And we just came up a little short. I just wish we could have did a few things different, you know, and maybe would have been on the winning side of that. But, you know, God didn't see fit, wasn't in the cards, so it didn't happen. So that's my second biggest disappointment. My first biggest disappointment is my senior year, us losing the streak and losing to Hillcrest, our rival. We had a 9-game winning streak over our rivals into my senior year, maybe even longer than 9. I'm pretty sure it was at least 9. We had beat them every year into my senior year, then we lost to them, and that was crushing, you know. That was crushing that we lost to them because we was the first team that lose at Hillcrest in probably, I don't know how many damn. It was at least 6 years, I think. At least, maybe even more than that. But yeah, that was very disappointing. And I think once we lost, I think that streak, they started a streak for a while, for a few years, you know, until it was broken. So that was my biggest disappointment. Yeah, that's more disappointing than losing the state, than not winning state, because, you know, the rivalries get intense. You know, I used to get 15-yard penalties, and you know me, I don't never break character. I used to get 15-yard penalties in some of them games when we played them. At least, I think twice. We played them 4 or 5 times. At least twice I got a 15-yard penalty against Hillcrest by doing something stupid. But yeah, that was my biggest disappointment in football in high school. That wasn't my biggest disappointment in high school. We'll say that for another, maybe season 2. But that was my biggest disappointment in football in high school. Next, let's talk about my third biggest disappointment in college. My third biggest disappointment in college. I went to junior college, and I thought I was going to start my first year, but I ended up redshirting. That was my third biggest disappointment in college. Thought I was going to start, but I ended up redshirting. I got, you know, some good work in, got better, you know, honed my craft. At this point, I'm still playing receiver. You know, I was scout team, doing all that stuff, being a red shirt. And, you know, I got way better. I got better as an athlete. I got better as a person, going against a whole bunch of dudes that should have been D1 like myself. You know, so I had some dudes that went to the NFL from that team. So, you know, yeah, that was Independence Junior College, community college. If y'all don't know, you know, Netflix series. I was there before that. But yeah, that's my third biggest disappointment, having the red shirt as a freshman instead of being a true freshman. Playing, at least playing, if not starting. Second biggest disappointment in college is not going Division I still. Not going Division I Power 5 after I left the JUCO. I thought I was going to go to a big school, like, since I was in Kansas, I thought I might go to Kansas State, Arkansas, Texas, even back home, towards back home, I thought maybe they'll notice me, recognize me, you know, because we had spring games and we had about 20, 30 schools out. I had some interest from Missouri, University of Missouri was talking to me for a little bit. Had a couple smaller, like Division I AA schools looking at me. Had Texas State, had some Division II schools, you know, Midwestern State in Texas, some, you know. So I had about 5 or 10 schools to choose from. But I ended up going to Higher Payne when it all settled. But that's my second biggest disappointment. I didn't go to a Power 5 even out of JUCO. You know, I know earlier I said that was my third biggest disappointment in high school, but then when I went to JUCO, I still didn't go to a Power 5. So that was disappointing to me, and I was crushed. So next, my first biggest disappointment in college was not staying at Higher Payne. That was my biggest disappointment in college. I should have stayed at Higher Payne instead of transferring once again, to Stephen F. Austin. I love Stephen F. Austin. I love everything about it. Love the school, had my daughters there, love the people, love the community. But it never materialized and worked out on the field for me at Stephen F. Austin. And at Higher Payne, the first time I touched the ball at Higher Payne in college, I took it 65 yards for a touchdown. So I should have stayed there. I wanted to fulfill my dream of at least going Division one Division I Power 5 was Division I, Stephen F. Austin is. I got to Division I school, but my game didn't materialize on the field, so I ended up, wasting I feel like a golden opportunity that I had at Higher Payne, where I could have probably been all conference which would have been my sophomore year, because I redshirted, remember, as a freshman. So my sophomore year, when I transferred to Higher Payne, freshman year I played limited time, but my sophomore year, I probably would have been one of the key guys, if not the guy. Just when I made the transition to corner. Actually, I was playing corner and running back. So I probably could have been a All-American, probably would have been All-Conference, at least by my senior year at the very least. Probably maybe all 3 years, because I only had 3 years left. So probably all 3 years. And that probably could have materialized to maybe getting drafted, or maybe even going to the league. But I moved around, I made a mistake. I felt like it might have cost me an opportunity, my biggest opportunity. I ain't gonna say at all my opportunities, but my biggest opportunity at going to the NFL probably was lost when I made that decision right there. That was one of my worst decisions I made. Next, my third biggest disappointment professionally wise. Professionally, playing professional football, some kind of way I made it through all that, still got to play professional football, not in the NFL, but basically everything but the NFL. But my third biggest disappointment in playing professionally would probably be, again, not continually to try to push to go to the NFL regional combines. I got invited a few times. I didn't go every time. I should have kept going just to maximize my opportunities. On top of that, other trials I skipped. I didn't go to workouts. I didn't go to. I wish I would have went to a lot. I did go to a lot. It's hard to go to every one of them, but I wish I would have went to more. I'll probably say out of all the years I've been playing, I'll probably say from the NFL to the lowest league you could think of, I probably went to close to 100 workouts, and I probably had close to 150 opportunities to go to different workout spots. So I went to probably a good between 70 and probably 80% of the workouts or the trials or whatever you want to call them that I had an opportunity to go to. I did. I went to that many. I was traveling all over the country, so that'll probably be my third biggest disappointment, not doing that. Second disappointment in professional sports, football, would probably be not playing for a team closer to home. Like, I ain't gonna say closer to home, because I am close to home. That's why my family I'm from around this area, but like closer to where I, grew up, like back home in high school, like South Carolina. That's probably my second biggest disappointment to this point, because I had opportunities to go play over that way in Carolina and Georgia and all that. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, that Florida area. Probably out of all them trials I just told y'all about, workouts, probably had about 5 or 6 in that area. I went to probably 4 of them. 2 of them I didn't go to. Actually had a contract on the table on one of them. I didn't go to because financially it didn't make sense at the time, and I had kids. But that's probably been my second biggest disappointment, not going to play football closer to my people. I would say, I ain't gonna say necessarily family, my people, friends, family, all that, so they can see me play in person, have a little fan base, because I have had no fan base since I've been playing, besides my kids and, friends, and, that's probably pretty much it. So that would have been nice to have that, and I still can have it, still got some more years left in the tank, but up to this point, that's my second biggest disappointment. Could come off the list later, just as my biggest disappointment can, which would be probably not going overseas and playing football when I was young would probably be my biggest disappointment. Before I had kids and all that, and I had plenty of opportunities, still get the opportunities today. Back when they had not NFL year, but back when they had better leagues overseas than they do now. Now it's watered down pretty much. The talent's not that great, except in one league, which is the GFL. All other leagues pretty much watered down over there. It's decent talent, but back when it was really popular, I should have went over there like in the early 2010s, like right when I got out of college, probably like 13, 14, something like that. I should have went over there then, had opportunities, have opportunities today to go over there, but the money don't make sense, so I ain't taking advantage of it. So that's more opportunities I'm moving on the table that I might regret later. But I gotta do what's best for my kids and myself at this point. And me playing right here, right now, is fine to me, because y'all know what the goal is right now. I'm all in. I'm past the time where I could stair-step my way up. It's I gotta go all the way YOLO on it, all the way to the top, or all or nothing at this point. So with that being said, that's pretty much it. Those are my 9 biggest disappointments in football. Next season, like I said, we're gonna have guests, we're gonna have entertainment, we're gonna have way more. It's gonna be way more. Season 1, I want to see how it go with just me by myself. Didn't go as great as I thought it would. Still might do a couple episodes from here and again, by myself. But mainly I'm gonna have some guests on when season 2 gets started. Maybe not the first episode in season 2, but by episode 2 for sure. So everybody, until then, be safe, be blessed. Look forward to talking to y'all again. Like, subscribe, join the page. I could be found on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of them. I dropped my @ here on the screen. But until then, be easy. Comment your 5 or 9, should I say, biggest disappointments if you play professionally. Put the comments in the comment section. If you play college, put the comments in the comment section. You play high school, I know most all y'all play high school. Even if it ain't football, if it's whatever in life, I want to know your biggest disappointments. Let me know. All right, till then, y'all boys be easy. Y'all women stay fly.
Oh man, Berkey, bitch, I'm in that bag again.